Now, Way 31 Storm Tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 Triple Doppler.
You know, it's amazing. We can sit up here and we're so grateful that we fared well in this storm. And of course, I can't help but think also, and you either, we've talked about this, about all the folks who might not have fared so well, who have a lot to deal with this morning.
Yeah, pretty heavy hearts this morning.
It's true. We like to see the sunrise, right, the next day, because that means the start of a new day. That means we can start to rebuild. Unfortunately, it also means shedding a light on some of the damage that occurred last night, and that is never an easy pill to swallow. We will see a lot of sunshine today. That is the silver lining. Weather today and in fact through Friday as well is going to be beautiful and very, very calm. Take a look. The Way 31 Skycam network, powered by Thompson Roofing and Construction. Lovely sunrise views in Muscle Shoals and Indicator. A few pockets of cloud cover now, but what if I told you that was getting out of our way? Out the door temperatures sitting in the mid and upper 60s. If you're making your way to the airport this morning, no travel delays there. That is good news. It looks like they fared okay last night, and as a result, all flights out this morning are on time. If you're making your way to Charlotte, 68 degrees there, 70 in Atlanta, 78 over in Houston. No travel delays for anybody this morning. That is good news. 5:18 on your Wednesday, 31 Triple Doppler is looking beautiful and rather calm. Last night we had a cold front move through. That was what brought all those storms. No denying it. We were tracking it west of the Mississippi. We were tracking it through the state of Mississippi, and of course through our area. Well, that's now pushing east, making its way towards the Atlantic Ocean. However, what it's been replaced with is a high pressure system, a dome of high pressure. We call it that because it's almost like insulating us from the outside world of weather. When we see high pressure systems, we see sunshine, we see breezy conditions, and we typically see some pretty warm weather. That's why it's no surprise that today I'm giving us an A+ on our report card forecast. I think we've earned it. Beautiful sunny skies sticking around today. Our high temperature making it into the low 80s. Going to be very, very calm. And in fact, for the next several days, there is a little bit of weather though. We are going to be windy to say the least. So hang on to your hats. Wind gusts this afternoon making it up to 25 miles an hour. Some of us will even see gusts close to 30. So it's still going to be rather breezy out there. But with warm temperatures and sunshine, I think it's going to end up being pleasant. Keep that air moving and keep things from feeling so stagnant. As we head to tomorrow, it's essentially just as beautiful. We're waking up a little bit cooler, sitting in the low 60s with a mix of clouds and sun. We could see one or two pockets of cloud cover develop tomorrow afternoon. Our high temperature sitting in the low 80s, but it's going to be beautiful. Again, a nice breezy day, not quite as much of a gusty wind as what we're going to see this afternoon. Now that brings us to Memorial Day weekend. Saturday and Sunday, isolated chances for rain. Saturday, it's just very first thing in the morning, very first thing. By the time you wake up, most of that rain will be gone, and you'll have a mix of clouds and sun and a high temperature in the mid 70s. By Sunday, we're talking about dry morning, but some drizzle into the afternoon before more dry conditions as we head into Sunday late afternoon and evening, a high temperature near 80. As we make it to Monday, Memorial Day itself, it does appear to be something of a washout, and it's looked that way for several days. We'll see pockets of torrential downpours at time and gusty winds. However, it's much too soon to say whether or not this is going to be a severe weather event. We'll have more information for you on that as we head into Friday and particularly on Saturday. However, it's worth staying weather aware as we head into the weekend. By the end of next work week, we're much cooler. Temperatures back in the mid 70s, but we'll also bring back the sunshine.